Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chrono Depth, and today we are going to climb a mountain. Well, actually, not really climb it because no one has ever reached the top, but you get what I mean. We are talking about Mount Kailash, the legendary mountain that has been shrouded in mystery for centuries. And before you think this is just another big chunk of rock, let me tell you this mountain has more stories than your uncle at a family barbecue after 3 beers. Yes, it is that mysterious and kind of hilarious if you think about it, because this one mountain has scared off climbers, baffled scientists, intrigued spiritual seekers, and sparked conspiracy theories that make UFO videos on TikTok look like children's bedtime stories. So let's go step by step and explore why Mount Kailash is such a big deal, and why some people believe it might even be some kind of supernatural power hub or a gateway to another dimension. First things first, where exactly is this mountain? Well, Mount Kailash is located in the remote southwest corner of the Tibetan Plateau in China. It is part of the Trans-Himalaya and is considered sacred in 4 different religions. Yes, not 1, not 2, but 4. Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Bon all revere this mountain as holy. In fact, for Hindus, it is considered the home of Lord Shiva, the big boss of destruction and transformation, and Buddhists see it as the home of Demchok, representing supreme bliss and eternal harmony. And Jains believe it is where their very first spiritual leader attained liberation, and Bon followers regard it as the seat of spiritual power. Basically, it is like the mountain version of a celebrity that everyone wants to meet, but nobody dares to touch, kind of like that fancy cake at a wedding that everyone takes pictures of. But no one wants to be the first to cut. Now here is where it gets really interesting, despite being only 6,638 meters high, which is not even close to the tallest mountains in the world. Nobody has ever successfully climbed to the summit. And it's not because people are lazy, or the mountain is particularly impossible from a technical climbing perspective, but rather because of spiritual and cultural reasons. Climbing it is considered highly disrespectful for the billions who revere it. It's like someone wanting to skateboard inside a cathedral during a Sunday Mass. You just don't do it well, except for one British explorer in the 19th century who tried to climb but stopped halfway because apparently he got spooked by some strange weather conditions and maybe the thought of Shiva staring down at him saying, "Bro, what are you doing?" The mountain is shaped unlike any other, with 4 nearly symmetrical sides that face the cardinal points, almost like someone took a giant chisel and carved it out perfectly square. And if that wasn't weird enough, rivers start from around it that feed into some of the biggest rivers in Asia. The Indus, the Sutlej, the Brahmaputra, and the Karnali all have sources near this sacred peak. It's like the mountain is saying, "Yeah, I'm holy, I'm mysterious, and I'm also a major water supplier. You are welcome, humanity." And then there are the 2 nearby lakes, Manasarovar and Rakshastal. One is said to be the lake of the gods, sparkling fresh water, perfectly round and peaceful, while the other is more salty with an irregular shape and is considered cursed. Guess which one people prefer to have picnics next to? Yeah, obviously, the shiny, round one. These 2 lakes sitting next to each other like a perfect yin and yang symbol have fueled spiritual interpretations for centuries. One lake symbolizing positive divine energy, and the other representing darkness and negativity, like the ultimate cosmic roommate situation. Now here's where conspiracy theories jump in, because apparently some believe Mount Kailash is actually a giant man-made pyramid. Yes, you heard that right. They think it's a pyramid built by an ancient advanced civilization, possibly aliens, because why not everything mysterious is aliens these days, right? And people point to the mountain's perfect geometric shape. As evidence, add to that local legends about it being a stairway to heaven, and you get yourself a theory strong enough to keep late-night YouTube rabbit holes alive for months. Some even say that time works differently around Mount Kailash, that compasses behave strangely, and that some people who walked around the mountain aged years in just a matter of days. If that's true, then someone should build a gym there, so we can all get old and wise quickly and retire by next week. Speaking of walking around it, there's this thing called the Kailash. It's a pilgrimage where devotees and curious travelers walk around the mountain, a full 52-kilometer trek at altitudes that make even fit hikers gasp for breath. But hey, they say, doing the Kora, even once, can erase the sins of a lifetime. And if you do it 108 times, you get instant enlightenment, or at least some killer calf muscles. So technically, it's a workout and a spiritual cleanse, all in one package. Imagine telling your friends, "Sorry, can't join brunch this weekend. I'm busy becoming enlightened and losing weight at the same time." Scientists, of course, have tried to figure out what's going on geologically. It's mainly a unique formation of metamorphic rock, uplifted over millions of years. Nothing too alien about that, but even they admit the shape is kind of suspicious, like nature went full OCD mode and carved it too perfectly. Then there's the weather, which is notorious for changing rapidly one moment, sunny and calm, the next moment. Snow and hail, like the mountain, has mood swings worse than a caffeinated teenager during exam week, and this unpredictable weather has added to the mystique, and probably why no one has ever dared to climb it officially. Because even if you got permission, which is unlikely, you might get slapped by hail while Shiva whispers, "Not today, my friend, not today." On top of that, the place is insanely remote. Just getting there is an adventure. It's like the mountain has its own security system, miles of rugged terrain, thin air. And did I mention yaks? Lots of yaks, which are cute, but also look at you, like they know you are a tourist, and they are silently judging you. The entire time, the nearest settlement with any semblance of comfort is hundreds of kilometers away, and you still have to brave high-altitude passes and freezing nights. But people still go in droves every year because, well, it's Kailash, and it promises something. No Instagram hotspot can match a chance to connect with something ancient, mysterious, and bigger than yourself. Now some fun legends, because every mysterious mountain needs juicy stories. One legend says that the top of Mount Kailash is actually the Axis Mundi, the center of the world that connects heaven and earth. Another says that it is actually the home of immortal beings and hidden monasteries filled with ancient knowledge. One that I personally like says there is a secret entrance to Shambhala, a mythical kingdom of peace and advanced technology tucked away somewhere around Kailash. And if you find it, you basically unlock a cheat code for life. I mean, who wouldn't want to stumble on that, though? Given my sense of direction, I'd probably find a yak pen instead. Modern-day mystics claim to experience strange dreams or visions when visiting Kailash. Some say they feel overwhelming peace. Others claim to have out-of-body experiences or even hear strange humming noises. No, not the sound of tourists wheezing from lack of oxygen, but something deeper, like the mountain is alive and humming its own cosmic tune. Skeptics say it's just altitude sickness, but believers say it's proof the mountain is a spiritual powerhouse either way. It's kind of cool if a mountain can freak out both scientists and monks at the same time. And let's be honest, part of the reason this place is so fascinating is that in a world where we can practically Google Earth every corner of the planet and get food delivered by drones, there still exists a place where humans collectively said, "Yeah, let's not mess with that. We'll just walk around it respectfully and call it a day." It's refreshing in its own way. Like nature has one spot marked, "Do not disturb." And we actually listen. So what do we take away from all this? Mount Kailash is not just a mountain. It's a living legend, a spiritual beacon, and an unsolved mystery, all rolled into one. It defies climbers, humbles scientists, inspires millions, and gives conspiracy theorists a lifetime supply of content. Whether you see it as the home of gods, a cosmic energy hub, an alien pyramid, or just a really oddly shaped mountain, one thing is for sure. It will keep people curious for generations. And who knows, maybe one day technology or diplomacy will allow an expedition to the summit. But until then, the mountain stands untouched, proud, mysterious, and just a little bit smug, like it knows something we don't. So next time you are scrolling through travel pictures and see yet another beach or another city skyline, consider this place where legends roam, myths breathe, and hikers gasp for air while trying to erase their sins. In one go, Mount Kailash remains a riddle wrapped in ice and stone, and maybe that's exactly how it's meant to be. And if today's journey around Mount Kailash made you both amazed and secretly wonder whether you could survive walking 52 kilometers just to erase sins, then go ahead and drop a like. Consider it your online Korra, without the sore legs. Don't forget to subscribe to Chrono Depth and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any of our future mysterious adventures. Who knows, the next video might take you to another strange place and you'll get to say, wow, mysteries really are everywhere. And thank goodness, I'm watching them from my couch. See you on the next exploration.